a Yoruba president, and he must be allowed to run for a second term. Afenifere made that statement yesterday. Afenifere, that's the social cultural group in Yoruba land. That President Tinubu is a Yoruba president. He's doing well, and then he should be allowed to run for another term. But if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, don't comment, click like button, and also share this video with others. Well, some people are saying that no, we disagree. This man is a Yoruba president. He's only employing Yorubas in his government, like what Buhari did. But what's your opinion on this morning? What do you have to say?
Thank you for having me this morning. To the best of my knowledge, we have two Afenifere in Yoruba land.
Two Afenifere?
Yes, the one that being headed by the late Ayo Adebanjo, may his soul continue rest in peace, was the one who took a decision that it is time for allow the Igbos to come and have their own share, since the Hausas, the Yorubas have sink this country as a nation. But a lot of people stood against him. Oh, our local, let allow Tinubu to do his own. Look at where we find ourselves today. If the Afenifere would have stood on their ground and tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let Osibajo go, we will not find ourselves in this mess we are. As I speak to you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu failed woefully. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu failed because he's trying to make the government a Yoruba government.
Oh, you are saying that
that is why
this government
let me explain to you. The same mistake Buhari did. Buhari make Nigeria a Fulani government, and Nigeria failed woefully. The same thing Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. Let me tell you, you cannot neglect Igbo and go scot-free. The moment you keep pushing Igbo aside, Nigeria will continue sinking. I'm not an Igbo, but I will tell you. Go back to Obasanjo regime. Under Obasanjo, it was the Igbos that was in the front lines of the economy of Obasanjo. You talk about the Okonjo-Iweala, you talk about Charles Olugo, the CBN governor. From to Jonathan, Yaradua Jonathan government, Igbos women, Igbo men were still in the front line. What is our Nigeria economy? Our economy was doing greater in Africa, in the world, to the extent that the rest of Africa are coming to Nigeria to seek for greener pasture in Nigeria. You get it? But the moment they now starting bringing tribe in, Nigeria starts seeking. You get my point? So whoever that tells that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running Yoruba government, he has not said anything wrong. To me, the best of my knowledge, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running Yoruba government. That's why you can see this census that is coming up. Out of the eight committee of this census, as I speak to you, 5 are from southeast, southwest.
Yoruba 5.
Yoruba 5. The 6th one, that the one from the middle belt is Yoruba, is very Yoruba name. It's from Kwara. So that means it's 6 in number for Yoruba. The remaining 2 from northwest. You now justify it by yourself.
Yeah, the Igbos.
Where are the Igbos? Where are the you come out Kiare from NNPC. The person you are bringing Yoruba. He brought the person from middle belt. We know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing politics. The middle belt he brought the guy from. The guy is from Yoruba. Why didn't he go to my state, Kogi State, and pick somebody to go and be an NPC? Why must it be the Yoruba from the Kwara State? So as I speak to you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running Yoruba government. And you can see now both Yoruba, everybody, we are suffering. Because nothing is working in Nigeria. Everybody is hungry. Nigerians are not care if you bring Ghanaian person to come and rule the country. And the country is okay. But I speak to you because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running Yoruba government, Nigeria is sinking. The same mistake Buhari did. And we complain about it. If we can complain about Buhari, who is a military man, who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we cannot talk about? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a civilian. He's number 1 man today, president. Yes, we give respect to that seat. But if we can criticize Obasanjo, Buhari is a military man, we will dare Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Everything is in shambles. The economy is bad, killing everywhere. People, Fulani headmen are killing my people in Benue. Fulani men are killing my people in Plateau. Where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu not talking? Is it Bola Ahmed Tinubu is colliding with these people to kill my people in Benue? That's what we are saying. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to stand up and do the needful and start this anarchy. Instead of him running up and now, I want to become a president in 2027. Solve this issue that is on ground. Stop this killing in Nigeria. And that's what we are saying.
But the way things are going, the middle belt seem to favor the Yoruba one than the Fulani person. But now the way things are going, do you think that the middle belt will support the Bola Tinubu 2027 with the way there's a massive way of insecurity? Your people in the middle belt, who do you think that they may likely vote for?
There's no way the middle belt will not support Bola Tinubu. Before now, we saw the policies Bola Tinubu is trying to play by using Akumi as the SSG. We thought maybe he loved the middle belt. But as it is now, there's no love there because thousands of people are dying. Numbers in the middle belt. Plateau people are dying. Bola Tinubu come to Nigeria now. He's not going to go and visit my people in Plateau State. He's not going to Benue to go and visit people. Killing people, is it that the Bola Tinubu is deriving joy for Fulani men to kill my people? As I speak to you now, go to Benue now, they are driving there from Benue, the Fulani men are occupying the land of Benue. The governor of Benue is telling Nigerians that, oh, it's the Fulani from Mali that is coming to kill people in Benue. And yet the federal government cannot do something. This is the same person, Bola Tinubu, who criticized the president God gave to us, Goodluck Jonathan. Jonathan is the last president, the chief armed commander president we have in Nigeria. Buhari and Tinubu, I don't know the language to call them. They are not the president of Nigeria. They are not a commander in chief, because a commander in chief will not allow terrorists to take over the country. We saw under Goodluck Jonathan wear military uniform, go to the front war and ginger those boys that yes, we can do it, you can defeat them. But under Bola Tinubu and Buhari, we only hear words. Even Buhari's tenor is far better. Buhari will still speak. But Tinubu don't speak. All people know is to travel to France. From France, he enter UK. He's just running up. He's not even talking about the killing that these Fulani men are killing because of 2027 elections. Do you people have tomorrow? Do you know whether you see tomorrow? Do you know tomorrow the world will come to an end? Why don't you stand up and defend this country and defend this killing that is going on in Nigeria? Bola Tinubu and the APC government. I have to tell you that this APC government, they have used their brooms to sweep the riches in this country out of this country.
Now, let's go to the security that we're talking about. On the nation this morning, Bola Tinubu have assured Nigerians. He said that they will not allow reign of terror in Nigeria, that they will find a way to curb the insecurity in Nigeria. Do you believe that, yes, our president has the political will to make sure that no more insecurity again in this country?
Bola Tinubu is just maybe probably people who are saying that, writing that, they are just writing. You don't see when Bola Tinubu speaking. Even if it is Bola Tinubu that speaking, they write it for him. With your action, you will know. If you tell me you are going to build a three-story building and your foundation does not speak about Tinubu, will I believe you? With what Bola Tinubu is doing, will you believe him say he wants to stop the insecurity? How will he stop the insecurity? Bola Tinubu is just after 2027 elections. It's not after Nigeria safety. That's what we are saying. You should not take Nigeria to play politics. Enough of them using Nigeria to play politics. If you cannot get out from that, let somebody else to take over. That's what we are saying.
So now let's look at this other topic. He said that he knows that Nigerians are suffering. No, he said Nigerians are truly suffering, but then there's hope under the horizon that he will make sure that very soon no more hunger in the land. What can you say about that from President
Bola Tinubu is saying the hope is only for the politicians, it's not for the masses. That's why yesterday I did a video and I addressed the governor of Lagos State. Governor Sanwo-Olu, let your pikin go and join Nigerian army. Stop preaching to Nigeria that Nigeria used to go and join army. Where is Sanwo-Olu's child? Sanwo-Olu said to go and join Nigerian army. What is wrong for these governor children to join Nigeria security? Is the security, is it for only the poor men children? Sanwo-Olu is telling Nigeria youth, go and join Nigeria army. How much are they paying Nigeria army? Is it not in this country we are? Nigeria armies. Nigeria army guy was telling Nigeria that he doesn't have transport to go and visit his wife. Now, Nigeria army now are not dragging back with Agbero in Lagos. Why, if they are paying their well, will you be seeing Nigeria soldiers? We know what it means soldier. Before you can see American soldier. Now, a young boy now can have money that collect money now can pick Nigeria soldier now to go and pick somebody. Is that the work of Nigeria soldier? If now this politician, they have murdered this country, they have looked the resources of this country, they have destroyed this country. Should we get to this level? So Bola Tinubu is assuring Nigeria, oh, we should be patient, every year will be good. Where is the sign that every year will be good? Bola Tinubu is just deceiving us. He's just waiting us. The same way Buhari wasted our 8 years, and that's the same thing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm not surprised because he said he's going to start from where Tinubu stopped, and of course we can see Nigeria can see that he has already started where Buhari, even worse than what Buhari did. So we're not surprised. There's something Bola Ahmed Tinubu will say today that will take serious for me.
Afenifere has said, but that Bola Ahmed Tinubu must continue and he must finish the 8 years. Topolo made that statement. What should Nigerians do in 2027?
No, of course, if you see these people, those who are the capital APC, it's not that they like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are the capital APC because of their selfish interest. Yes, all those Afenifere who are shouting, oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu must finish 8 years. They know that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is there, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is paying their salary. The ordinary man in the street is Bola Ahmed Tinubu paying me salary. Did Bola Ahmed Tinubu know what I'm eating? That's why they are shouting, galvanizing, oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu must finish 8 years. They are not suffer. That's why I am saying that this country might not be better anymore. Because when you are seeing food eat, you will not consider your neighbor. You don't consider other people in the street. I am saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu split this country, let everybody go. Or you restructure this country. I once said before the general election, whether Peter Obi win election, whether Atiku win election, we cannot have any change. Except they do these two things. The two things are either you divide this country, let the Yoruba nation go, let the Biafra go, let the North go on their own. Everybody go and develop their. If you don't want to divide the country, restructure the country. Let's practice the way America is doing. If we copy
leadership is not all about you wake up one night and you say you must be a leader. No. Leadership is all about, oh, I have seen how my people are suffering and I want to bring a transparency. I want to bring change. It's a person that is able to see the life of a people, how they are suffering and say, oh, I want to make something better for them. And this is a man who has the ideology. When he was telling the people, industrialize this country, instead of consumption, you need to go and produce food. You know, you need to go and go back to agriculture. That's what he has been crying to the people. And if they have wisdom and knowledge inside of them, they will say, this guy is already telling us what we can do to tackle the insufficiency that is in this country. In terms of we need food, and food is expensive, and people are finding it difficult to see food to eat. But they did not use that idea because their own ideology is different. Their own ideology is that let us just amass wealth for ourselves and leave the masses to continue to root in their problems. That's exactly what the present regime is doing. But Peter Obi, I know that every word that he will bring out this time around, let him never give up that somebody is going to steal his mandate. Nobody will steal his mandate. That is my message to him. Let him never think that there is anything that will take away his mandate. Let him never even think that Tinubu has the power to steal the mandate. Despite the fact that Tinubu was not in power, but he used other means to steal his power. But let him never think that is going to happen. Let him never think. Thank you very much.
I look at the fact that there may be, you are from Plateau State, there may be a state of emergency in Benue and in one other states are fire where there are killings. Do you support state of emergency being declared by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in those states? Because we see state of emergency in River State, even though nobody died, but it was an explosion. Do you want to see state of emergency so that the military will go back there and they maybe pursue those criminals and they are going to restore peace? What do you want to see?
Thank you very much. When they declare state of emergency, the next thing that they're supposed to do, that they should fish out the people, the bad eggs. You don't just declare state of emergency without bringing out the bad eggs. You declare state of emergency and you go after the bad eggs. But we all know that in this country, they will declare state of emergency. Instead of fishing out the bad eggs, they will go and they will be terrorizing the innocent citizens. So that kind of a state of emergency, we don't want it. We don't need it. We need a state of emergency that has to do with transparency, that has to do with equity and justice. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. And for so many decades, these people, they have been playing with our mind. They have been playing with our integrity. They have been playing with our freedom. But this time around, I am here to speak boldly and loudly to tell them that APC government is going to fall woefully. They will fall woefully. That's what is going to happen with the APC government, and they should know any attempt to say they will come back to power by any means, let them know that they are trying to say God is not in existence, and God cannot do anything, and God will prove them that they are all liars. God will prove them, because this government belongs to God, and God allowed this government to be ruled by people. But the people that had been ruling the government are evil. They are pure evil. So because of their evilness, God has seen it for himself, and God is not happy with this evil. So now a decree has been passed concerning the leadership of Nigeria and Africa. They must know that their evil will surely come to an end, even though for them this is not going to be. That's according to their carnality thinking, that this evil will continue. They will continue to cheat on us. They will continue to suffer us. They will continue to make us to feel inhumanity. But this pure evil, God say, we will enjoy, we will chop, we will belly full. The next government is not going to be APC. Let them do whatever they are going to do. That's what Almighty God has already spoken, and I have listened to it. I have grabbed it, and I'm happy with it, and I will celebrate it, and I'm eating just as he's given. See, my life in Lagos, let me tell you, I came to Lagos. I don't know anybody in Lagos. All the way from Jos to Lagos, I came to Lagos. I said, God, I'm in your hand. People that cheated me in Jos, they think that God is not going to help my life. But my life in Lagos, God has been feeding me.
Now let's talk about but this is about the feeding too. I have told Nigerians that yet I know that there's sufferings, there's insecurity, there's poverty, but I am working hard to make Nigeria a better place.
It's a lie.
But Tinubu said that. Do you believe him that
it's a lie.
Nigeria can get better than this government?
Let me tell you, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, this is a fact, pure truth, which you will agree with me or don't agree with me. Ahmed Bola Tinubu will never give anybody any good life in this country. He will only embezzle and embezzle and embezzle. That's what he's going to do. He will continue to steal. He will never give anybody any better life. Because he know, number one, he's not the person that won election. If you do not won election, how will you give somebody a better life?
By the beat Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the hit on his head, they break his bones, and to make him become weaker, and by entering the state of coma, and they use it to kidnap him and wrap him as if they wrap the body that they embalmed, which they are taking to a far journey. Of course, it's God that revived Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody they treated the way they treated Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that would have survived it if not for God intervention. And lastly, they did not know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a highly intellectual. They thought is somebody that they can just bring and use their political criminalism to siphon and close the case and finish him up. Are you hearing it? But today themselves knows, they don't know that it doesn't work. Today they have seen it that God is above Nigeria, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is more superior than Nigeria. Look at what happened in the court. He was playing and giving Nigeria the quotations. His constitutional right, both international, the EU Charter, UN Charter, the British passport which he holds as a citizen, and Nigerian constitutional right. He proved it to the court that he have right of what he is doing. So the law is not against him, neither did he or has he ever go against the law.
We saw a former governor of Benue State who said that the IPOB members are not the terrorists, and the terrorists are the Milete Allah, that they have arms. It seems that for the first time, the Hausas are going to say, or the Hausa man said that yes, he thinks that Milete Allah are the terrorists. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, what I have to say there is this. The killing, the activities and the atrocities of the Fulanis has gone beyond what humanity can control in Nigeria. It has gone beyond what the Hausas expected, because they themselves are not safe. That is why you see they are not safe. They are not safe too. In that north there, Hausas have been seriously killed. They have been seriously, they face the pie case that every other state have faced. You see, and they are the one that accommodated them. They are the one that make them, to have a root here in Nigeria. And today they have turned against them. You see why the Hausa man came out and was like, oh yes, what the Igbos, especially Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, have said is right. That these people are not supposed to, live with. They are causing more harms in a society. So therefore, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB actually are not the problem, because they can witness the problem now, because it's telling on them too. No one is safe. No one is being spared by the Fulanis. Everybody is facing the heat of Fulanis. So those that cannot condole it is coming out to speak out.
Well, we saw it on Wednesday. Yet Allah, they met with them, the U.S. ambassador Mills. They also cried out to the government to protect them. But people are asking the question: in Nigeria, who needs more protection? Is it the Fulani that have something? I mean the armed men that have weapons, or the innocent farmers? Who need more protection in Nigeria?
The people that need more protection are the citizens, the farmers, not the Fulanis. But why they are seeking for protection is because they themselves knows that the people hatred is now falling on them. And how many are they? When all Nigerians, let's assume now all Nigerians should rise against the Fulanis, how many are the Fulanis? You see why they are running, asking for protection, so that because they know they have passed their boundary and people are no longer happy, and the anger of people may rise up against them one day. That's why you see them seeking for protection before that time. And whereas they are the chief architect, because they have a dream and they have a vision. What was that dream and what is the vision? The dream and the vision is to Islamize Nigeria. And the only way to Islamize Nigeria is to buy Nigerians. By so buying Nigerians is a way of threatening every other ones that will survive their climate. So those ones will be living with fear, while they themselves will have upper hand to dictate and decide what happened. And they will feel that actually the government, the country called Nigeria is their country, and they have come to take it, and finally they have taken it. That is what the dream and the vision is all about.
Now the question is that after we see what happened to Nnamdi Kanu and how reportedly Boko Haram members formally they are being released, and Fatima said you don't release IPOB members, but they release only Boko Haram, former Boko Haram members.